Let's talk about acne. We've all been there, right? That frustrating feeling when you're dealing with stubborn pimples and it feels like a totally chaotic battle. But what if you had a clear, strategic plan? Well, today, we're going to transform that frustration into an actual system for clearer skin, and it's all based on our source material. Okay, let's dive right in.
You know that sinking feeling? You look in the mirror and bam, there it is, a brand new breakout. In that moment, what's your go-to move? Do you panic? Do you try a million different things at once? Well, the source for this explainer says that having a reliable strategy is the real key to taking back control.
And that strategy? It's built around a pretty simple but really powerful idea, a three-pronged attack. It's basically a system that covers your daily prevention, your emergency response, and all those long-term internal things that influence your skin. So let's break it all down, starting with your very first line of defense.
Okay, prong number one is all about the daily defense. Think of this as your foundation. These are the consistent habits that are going to protect your skin day in and day out, helping to prevent new breakouts before they even get a chance to pop up.
According to our source, this defense is built on 4 really essential steps. First up, cleanse your face gently twice a day. Second, treat your skin with products that have active acne-fighting ingredients. Third, moisturize. And yes, even if you have oily skin, you still need to hydrate. Actually, if you dry out your skin too much, it can totally backfire and produce even more oil to compensate. So a lightweight moisturizer is key. And finally, step 4, protect your skin with sunscreen.
Now, when we say active ingredients, what are we talking about? Well, salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide are 2 of the heavy hitters, but they actually do totally different jobs. You can think of salicylic acid as like the deep cleaner. It gets inside your pores to unclog everything. Benzoyl peroxide, on the other hand, works on the surface, killing the bacteria that causes the pimples in the first place. You've probably seen this word, non-comedogenic, on a ton of products, especially moisturizers and sunscreens. So what in the world does it mean? It's actually super simple. It just means the product is designed specifically not to clog your pores. And choosing products that say this is a really crucial part of your daily defense.
Before we move on, I want to highlight this because it's a huge point from the source. It is so tempting to scrub your face like crazy or wash it a bunch of times a day thinking you're getting it cleaner, but that can seriously backfire. Overwashing strips your skin, it causes irritation, and, like we said, can make your skin even oilier. So remember, gentle is the goal.
All right, so you've built your daily defense, but a breakout still sneaks through. Hey, it happens to all of us. This is where prong 2 comes in, the quick response. This is your emergency action plan for damage control. So the second a pimple appears, our source suggests these simple, fast-acting remedies. You can use ice, wrapped in a cloth of course, to bring down redness and swelling almost immediately. You can apply a targeted spot treatment, and here's a great natural option, a thin layer of honey. It actually has antibacterial properties that can really help soothe the skin.
So what exactly is a spot treatment? Basically, it's a really concentrated formula that you put directly onto a single pimple, not all over your face. The source says to look for products with ingredients like tea tree oil or that benzoyl peroxide we just talked about, so you can target that breakout directly.
Okay, this is probably the single most important rule of the quick response strategy, and it 100% deserves its own slide. Do not pop your pimples. I know, it's so tempting, but squeezing them can just push bacteria deeper into the skin, make the inflammation way worse, and seriously increase your risk of permanent scarring. The most important thing you can do is just resist the urge.
All right, we've covered daily care and we've covered emergency response. Now it's time for the final piece of the puzzle, prong 3, what we're calling the inside job. This is all about recognizing that what you put into your body and the environment around you has a massive impact on your skin.
Our source material really highlights the strong connection between your diet and your skin. So the advice is to focus on fueling your body with nutrient-rich foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and make sure you're staying hydrated with tons of water. On the flip side, it suggests limiting things that can trigger breakouts, like sugary foods and junk food, which can cause inflammation. And for some people, dairy can be a trigger too. It's all about finding what works for you. And now for a super simple but really powerful environmental tip, summed up by this one number, 2. The source recommends changing your pillowcase at least twice a week. I mean, think about it. Oils, sweat, and bacteria build up really fast right where you rest your face all night. This simple habit can make a surprisingly big difference.
Another huge internal factor is stress. We all have it, but how we manage it really matters for our skin. The source suggests trying to work some simple stress-reducing practices into your life, whether that's meditation, a little bit of yoga, or even just taking a few minutes for some focused, deep breathing every day.
And why is managing stress so important? Well, because when you're stressed out, your body produces hormones like cortisol. And what does cortisol do? It can ramp up oil production in your skin. That extra oil then clogs your pores. And, well, you know the rest. That leads directly to breakouts. So, managing your stress isn't just for your mind, it's for your skin too.
Phew! We have covered a lot of ground here, from daily habits to emergency fixes to all those internal factors. So, let's pull it all together. What is the master plan for taking control of your skin?
Here it is, all laid out. Your strategic plan is this three-pronged attack. First, you build your consistent daily defense with that solid skincare routine. Second, you stay ready to launch a quick response when a breakout happens, using smart, gentle fixes. And third, you work to win the inside job by managing your diet, your environment, and your stress levels. This whole system is designed to give you a framework, to empower you to act with confidence. But our source also makes a really important final point. If your acne is severe, if it's persistent, and it just isn't responding to these methods, that's your signal that it's time to call in a professional. A dermatologist can offer prescription-level treatments and advice that's tailored just for you. So think of this plan as your powerful first line of action, but never ever hesitate to get expert help when you need it.